Welcome to Raj Malhotra's IAS Academy. I'm Surbhi Sardana and this is Prelims Sprint 2022, where we teach you the most essential topics required for cracking prelims this year. Today's topic is, as it was the demand by most of you students, it is speeches and news part 3. We'll be doing a part 4 also, and by tomorrow all the speeches which are important from examination point of view will be covered. So today we'll be discussing 7 species. The first 3 are the dolphins that are found in or near India. So the first one is Ganges river dolphin, the second is Indus river dolphin, and the third one is Irrawaddy dolphin. These 3 species have found references in previous lectures also, so make sure that you go back and revise all the important reports that we've discussed or the mapping that we discussed for Southeast Asia, so that you get a better picture of all these species and their habitat. Starting with Ganges river dolphin, look at this map first. The area in dark blue here, this is the habitat of Ganges river dolphin, and the area in sky blue here, which it extends to parts of Pakistan, it is the habitat of Indus river dolphin. So this map will be very helpful to you in answering MCQ questions, so keep a note of this. First of all, dolphin is a mammal. It produces young ones directly. It is the national aquatic animal of India and it is the city animal of Guwahati. We are talking about Ganges river dolphin. The Indus river dolphin is the state animal of Punjab, but Ganges river dolphin is city animal of Guwahati and national aquatic animal of India. So this picture will give you the details regarding dolphin. So this map of India shows the habitat of Ganges river dolphin. It is found in rivers and tributaries of Ganga, Brahmaputra, Karnafuli, Sanghu river basins and their tributaries in 3 countries, Nepal, India and Bangladesh. These are the only 3 countries where Ganges river dolphin can be found, and river systems we've already learnt about this. The population remaining of the species is around 3,500 to 4,000. The IUCN status for this species is endangered. The special part about this species is that it cannot see. It is visually blind, almost blind. It can only sense light and darkness. ये स्पीशीज देख नहीं सकती है, सिर्फ लाइट और डार्क के बीच में डिफरेंस बता सकती है. तो ये हंटिंग कैसे करती है? तो इन द सी और इन द रिवर सिस्टम हंटिंग इज़ हैपनिंग बाय अल्ट्रासोनिक वाइब्रेशंस. अल्ट्रासोनिक वेव जो होती है वो ये डॉल्फिन रिलीज़ करती है अपने प्रे के ऊपर, एंड when that vibrations are reflected back, it helps the dolphin form an image of the prey. जिस चीज़ को ये हंट करना चाहती है वहाँ से वाइब्रेशंस रिफ्लेक्ट होकर वापस आती है अल्ट्रासोनिक वेव्स के थ्रू, एंड उससे एक इमेज क्रिएट हो जाती है कि ये कौन सा एनिमल हंट करने जा रही है, कौन सी फिश हंट करने जा रही है. तो दिस इज़ हाउ द हंटिंग प्रोसेस गोज ऑन. इट इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज सू ड्यू टू द साउंड इट प्रोड्यूसेस वाइल स्विमिंग. ऑल्सो द थ्रेट क्या है इस डॉल्फिन के लिए? दिस डॉल्फिन hunts on exactly the same fishes on which humans hunt, and it prefers hunting in low waters, like ज़्यादा बहाव ना हो ऐसे वाटर्स में इसे हंट करना पसंद है. तो कई बार ये ऐसा होता है फिशिंग नेट्स में ट्रैप हो जाती हैं पोल्यूशन की वजह से. पोल्यूशन रिवर्स में बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है, उस वजह से इनको थ्रेट है. एंड कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ डैम्स की वजह से, अगर ये अपर रिजर्वॉयर में है, अपर रिजर्वॉयर में लोकेटेड है, तो इनका एरिया रिस्ट्रिक्ट हो जाता है. दे कैन नॉट गो टू न्यूअर एरियाज फॉर हंटिंग, एंड इफ़ दे आर इन टू द लोअर रिजर्वॉयर, तो जो एकदम से पानी का बहाव होता है उससे इनको थ्रेट होता है, एंड दूसरा लोअर एरियाज में पोल्यूशन भी ज़्यादा होता है. सो दीज आर द ब्रॉड थ्रेट्स. दिस इज़ ब्रॉडली अबाउट द Ganges river dolphin. Its scientific name is Platanista gangetica. We've already studied about what is their, wherever they are found. They can only live in fresh water. Indus river water dolphin and gangetic dolphin can only live in fresh water. तो जहाँ पर जो ये Himalayan rivers है, गंगा ब्रह्मपुत्र, इन्हीं rivers में ये मिलती हैं, because they need fresh water for their survival. The important part about this dolphin and Indus river water dolphin is कि ये इंडिकेटर स्पीशीज़ है रिवर वाटर सिस्टम का. व्हाट इज़ एन इंडिकेटर स्पीशीज़? इंडिकेटर स्पीशीज़ का मतलब है कि अगर वो स्पीशीज़ उस जगह पाई जाती है अच्छे नंबर में, उसका रिप्रोडक्शन हो रहा है, अच्छा जर्मिनेशन हो रहा है, तब तो एट दैट टाइम देन यू कैन बी श्योर दैट द ecology or the balance of that ecosystem is good. Otherwise अगर इनका नंबर कम हो जाता है तो इसका मतलब कुछ प्रॉब्लम है उस इकोसिस्टम में. सो दिस इज एन इंडिकेटर स्पीशीज ऑफ रिवर वाटर इकोसिस्टम. It is indicator species of river Ganga. It tells about the health of the river. Threats are bycatch, as we studied, increase in population, pollution and construction of dams. This is it. And what is its conservation status? IUCN के according इसका conservation status endangered है. Indian Wildlife Protection Act के schedule 1 में आती है और sites की भी appendix 1 में आती है, which is concerned about most endangered animals. So what are the steps taken by Government of India? Recently Project Dolphin has been launched in 2020. Project Dolphin has been launched on the lines of Project Tiger. हमने Project Tiger launch किया था काफ़ी साल पहले और उससे टाइगर्स की पॉपुलेशन मोर देन डबल हो गई है इंडिया में. एंड the number of tiger reserves has increased, local communities have been involved and tiger population has increased a lot. So on similar lines, the government of India has launched Project Dolphin also to protect Indus and Ganges River water dolphin, both these species. So it is a 10-year project which will focus on both river and sea dolphins. So it aims to strengthen the biodiversity, decrease the pollution, create employment opportunities for people who are involved in conservation of dolphins and things like that. So you just have to remember and it is an interministerial program. सिर्फ एक ministry के under नहीं आता, बहुत सारी ministries involved हैं and it is a 10-year program. So this is what you have to remember about Ganges River water dolphin. Also we celebrate Ganga River Dolphin Day on 5th of October and एक wildlife sanctuary पूरा Ganges River Dolphin को dedicated है इंडिया में. It is called the Vikramshila Ganges Dolphin Sanctuary in Bihar. Again, now we'll talk about the Indus River water dolphin. As you can see in the picture and in the previous picture that we saw for Ganges River dolphin, तो ये dolphins को इतना similar consider किया जाता था. For the longest possible time it was thought कि ये दोनों same हैं, but their origin is different and their biological characteristics are different and their habitat is also different. As we studied that this is the area for of habitat for Indus River water dolphin and this is for Ganges River water dolphin. So as the name indicates, ये Indus और इसकी tributaries में पाई जाएगी. Indus River dolphin और Ganges River dolphin गंगा और ब्रह्मपुत्र की tributaries में पाई जाती है. So the conservation status for this dolphin is also endangered. IUCN की red list में इसको endangered करार दिया गया है. And again the similar state Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 1 के अंडर आती है, sites के appendix 1 में आती है. And again Project Dolphin has been launched. Project Dolphin is there for both freshwater and seawater dolphins. So this is also conserved under Project Dolphin. This is declared as the state animal of Punjab recently. Why has Punjab declared it as the state animal? Because Punjab is doing a lot of efforts to conserve this dolphin. इंडिया में सिर्फ ब्यास रिवर में, ब्यास इज़ अ ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ इंडस रिवर एंड ब्यास फ्लोज थ्रू पंजाब. तो ब्यास रिवर के इस डॉल्फिन को बचाने के लिए, इंडस रिवर डॉल्फिन के लिए, पंजाब हैज़ डिक्लेयर्ड इट एज द स्टेट एनिमल टू रीवैम्प द एफर्ट्स फॉर कंजर्वेशन ऑफ दिस डॉल्फिन. Again, just like the previous dolphin, this is also an indicator species. This is an indicator species of river water ecosystem of Byas River or the Indus River water system. So the habitat is that it can only be found in lower parts of Indus River in Pakistan, lower parts only, because these dolphins prefer slow waters. They cannot they cannot hunt or depend on prey in very fast waters. So lower parts of Indus River and in river Byas, a tributary of Indus River in Punjab, India. So what are the threats to this dolphin? Again similar, fish nets में फंस जाती हैं, pollution होता है, due to construction of dams their habitat, the span of their habitat is decreasing, the quality of their habitats is decreasing. So biological resource use, fishing and harvesting, aquatic resources, natural system modification, dams and water management use, or pollution. So this is all about Indus River water dolphin. Now we'll study about Irrawaddy dolphin, which is not a freshwater dolphin. So first of all about Irrawaddy dolphin, look at the habitat of Irrawaddy dolphin. We discussed in mapping part of Southeast Asia कि एक Irrawaddy river flow करती है म्यांमार से, and after that river Irrawaddy dolphins have been named. So this part in yellow, this is the entire habitat. It concerns India also, Chilka Lake तक Odisha में and beyond that. So mangrove ecosystem is the most favorable for survival of this dolphin. As so this yellow part has to be kept in mind कि ये जो boundary है, international boundary of India, Bangladesh and Myanmar and parts of like other Southeast Asian nations, this is the habitat, broad habitat of Indus river water dolphin. Again, this is not an extension of the freshwater dolphin that we studied. Ganges or Indus water river dolphin बहुत different है, Irrawaddy dolphin बहुत ही ज़्यादा different है. The thing that you have to remember here is that it is found in lagoons and mangrove channels. So that is how it migrates from one area to another. Just remember the habitat here and remember its IUCN status. It is endangered. पहले इरावडी डॉल्फिन को वल्नरेबल माना जाता था अराउंड 2012 तक, बट इट्स नंबर इज ड्वेंडलिंग ड्यू टू इंक्रीजिंग पोल्यूशन एंड पॉपुलेशन स्पेशली इन दी साउथ ईस्ट एशियन नेशंस या बांग्लादेश और इंडिया की जो कोस्ट लाइन पर है. सो द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ इरावडी डॉल्फिन्स वॉज डिक्रीजिंग, सो नाउ देयर स्टेटस IUCN स्टेटस इज endangered. So all the three dolphins that we've studied have IUCN endangered status. Just remember that and remember their habitat. That is most important. Physical characteristics are mostly the same for all three of them. The next one is Asiatic lion. Asiatic lion is found only here. गिर नेशनल पार्क में ही मिलता है. गिर नेशनल पार्क इज लोकेटेड इन गुजरात. सो ऑब्वियसली कंजर्वेशन एफर्ट्स फॉर एशियाटिक लायन आर वेरी मच हाई बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, बाय स्टेट गवर्नमेंट. इनफैक्ट बहुत सारी दूसरी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स है जो चाहती हैं कि कुछ एशियाटिक लायंस हमारे स्टेट के जूज़ में या वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरीज़ में ला दिए जाएँ, सो दैट टूरिज्म कैन बी इंक्रीज्ड एंड कंजर्वेशन एफर्ट्स कैन बी इंक्रीज्ड. एंड we'll see what is the implication of this in the coming slides. Endangered is its IUCN status, just remember this. And Asiatic lions are different from African lions. African lions are slightly bigger in size and African lions are more in number as compared to Asiatic lions. Asiatic lions 1000 से भी बहुत कम है, like around 600 to 700 ही बचे हैं Asiatic lions. So here are the differences between Asiatic and African lions, that males have only moderate mane growth at the top of the head so that their ears are always visible. As you can see, ears are visible here. So at present Gir National Park is the Gir National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary and it spans across many districts. बहुत सारी districts में National Park, Gir National Park और Wildlife Sanctuary फैला हुआ है. This is the only abode of the Asiatic lion. यहाँ के जो grasslands हैं गिर नेशनल पार्क और वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी के, वहाँ पर एशियाटिक लायन को पाया जाता है. सो दैट इज़ वाई ग्रासलैंड्स आर ऑल्सो अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इकोसिस्टम एंड वी डू नॉट हैव अ नेशनल ग्रासलैंड पॉलिसी. ग्रासलैंड्स को कंजर्व करने के लिए इंडिया में कोई पॉलिसी नहीं है एंड ऑल वाइल्ड लाइफ एक्सपर्ट्स, एनवायरमेंटल एक्सपर्ट्स आर आफ्टर द गवर्नमेंट दैट वी शुड कंजर्व ग्रासलैंड्स, ओनली देन वी कैन सेव द एशियाटिक लायन. एंड endangered status होना, दिस इज़ अ वेरी बिग थ्रेट, लाइक बहुत ज़्यादा थ्रेट में है ये स्पीशीज़. Schedule 1 of वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट एंड साइट्स अपेंडिक्स 1. These three things have to be remembered for all the species. IUCN status, वाइल्ड लाइफ प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट के अंडर कौन से अपेंडिक्स में आता है और किस अपेंडिक्स में किस लेवल की प्रोटेक्शन मिलती है एक एनिमल या बर्ड को, एंड साइट्स अपेंडिक्स 1. देयर इज़ ऑल्सो अनदर कंजर्वेशन ऑन माइग्रेटरी स्पीशीज़. उसका स्टेटस उतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं होता बट यू विल हैव टू लर्न अबाउट दिस. एंड पूनम अवलोकन, सी किसी भी स्पीशीज़ को कंजर्व करने के लिए, टू कंजर्व एनी स्पीशीज़ वी मस्ट नो हाउ मच इज़ द नंबर ऑफ दैट इंडिविजुअल्स ऑफ दैट स्पीशीज़ लेफ्ट. सो सेंसस इज कैरिड आउट रेगुलरली. वी स्टडीड अबाउट टाइगर सेंसस इन वन ऑफ द प्रीवियस वीडियोज़ इन द इंपॉर्टेंट रिपोर्ट्स एंड इंडाइसेस ऑफ एनवायरमेंट. गो बैक टू दैट लेसन. पूनम अवलोकन इज कंसर्न्ड विद सेंसस रिलेटेड टू एशियाटिक लायन. होता क्या है, एशियाटिक लायन का जो सेंसस है वो एकदम से तो कंडक्ट किया जा नहीं सकता एंड इट इज़ स्पैनिंग अक्रॉस मैनी डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स, बहुत सारे ओपन एरियाज में होता है. सो पूनम अवलोकन इज़ बेसिकली हेल्ड ऑन फुल मून. जब पूर्णिमा की जो रात होती है उस दिन को उस दिन जितने भी वाइल्ड लाइफ एक्सपर्ट्स हैं अपने अपने एरियाज़ में एशियाटिक लायंस को स्पॉट करते हैं और देन दे नोट डाउन द नंबर कि किसने कितने एशियाटिक लायन स्पॉट किए. बेसिकली मंथली सेंसस की मंथली रिकॉर्डिंग होती है कि कितना नंबर है. मंथली रिकॉर्डिंग टेक्स प्लेस फॉर द एशियाटिक लायंस एंड दैट एक्सरसाइज इज नोन एज पूनम अवलोकन. And this data is taken into account every few years and that comprises of the Asiatic lion census. So on this day, all the officers and field staff members assess the number of lions for 24 hours across various areas within their respective jurisdictions. It was a mechanism developed by the Forest Department in 2014 as part of preparation for the 2015 lion census and तब से continuously हो रहा है. The population of Asiatic lions has increased significantly. It has increased by 29% from 2015. So around 674 individuals बचे हैं. And the population of Asiatic lions has almost doubled to what it was in 2001. Conservation status याद रखिएगा. threats वही है, loss of habitat, overpopulation, man wildlife conflict जो होता है, and threats are mostly the same for almost all the species. Just remember the conservation status here. Now we'll learn about the tiger. Again, I'm repeating, we've discussed tiger census in the important reports and indices lesson that we discussed in lesson 2 or 3 of the series. Go back to it to learn more about tiger census and tiger itself. So, you know that the number of tigers in our country has increased to 2967. There was the St. Petersburg Declaration. 2010 में St. Petersburg Declaration हुई थी कि जितनी भी 13 टाइगर रेंज कंट्रीज़ हैं, 13 कंट्रीज जिनमें टाइगर्स पाए जाते हैं, वो अपनी टाइगर पॉपुलेशन 2022 तक डबल करेंगी. सो इट वाज नोन एज T/2. इफ़ यू सी T/2 anywhere in your exam, just know that it is related to tigers and it is related to St. Petersburg Declaration. India has already achieved this target like 4 years in advance. बहुत पहले ही इंडिया की जो टाइगर पॉपुलेशन है डबल हो गई थी. दिस इज़ अबाउट 2018 tiger census. This was the latest tiger census that was held. So India is home to around 70% of the tiger population globally. So that is a huge number. And इसके साथ बहुत बड़ी responsibility भी इंडिया पर आती है species को बचाने की. There are 53 tiger reserves across 18 states. Sometimes questions like these are asked कि कितनी states और UTs में span करते हैं tiger reserves या national parks. Tiger reserves are more important. So this we've discussed that India has already achieved the the target of doubling tigers. What are the tiger conservation projects in India? First one is the Project Tiger 1973. ये centrally sponsored scheme है. What is a centrally sponsored scheme in which state and central government both add to the funding? दोनों स्टेट और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट पैसे लगाती है एक प्रोजेक्ट को रन करने के लिए. सो इट इज़ अ सेंट्रली स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम ऑफ द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट, फॉरेस्ट एंड क्लाइमेट चेंज, लॉन्च इन 1973. इसके अंडर बहुत सारे टाइगर रिजर्व सेटअप किए गए हैं नेशनल पार्क्स में. एंड NTCA हैज़ बीन एस्टैब्लिश्ड. National Tiger Conservation Authority, a statutory body under the leadership of Prime Minister. Prime Minister is the chairperson of this authority, and from that you can understand how important the species is, how important the conservation is of the species is important for Indian biology, Indian geography, and for our international commitments also. Red list में, IUCN Red list में it is endangered. And Indian Wildlife Protection Act obviously Schedule 1 में आएगा because this is highly endangered species, and CITES के भी Appendix 1 में ये species आती है. So this is all that you have to remember. Carnivore species है. Tiger habitats, tiger reserves have to be studied by you and you have to prepare them for the prelims that is coming. At least broad एक वो पता होना चाहिए कहाँ पर ज़्यादा है कहाँ पर कम है. We'll try to take a discussion on that also. National parks, wildlife sanctuaries, biosphere reserves and tiger reserves soon. And moving on, let's discuss about the African cheetah. See, cheetah तो इंडिया से extinct हो गया है और इंडिया में Asiatic cheetah होता था. India had Asiatic cheetah on its soil, but it got extinct right after independence. So a lot of times this environment ministry and state environment officials were urging the government that we should import this species, कहीं से cheetah इंडिया में ले आया जाए. So the first preference was given to importing Asiatic cheetah only, but Asiatic cheetah is critically endangered and it is found in parts of Iran. So Iran government refused that we cannot give this species to India. So African cheetah is very much larger number. I think its status is also vulnerable. So it is very larger number. So it was decided that African cheetah will be brought because mostly both of them are similar. So what happened was Kuno Palpur Wildlife Sanctuary है मध्य प्रदेश में. I'm emphasizing on this because in 2017 exactly a question on this wildlife sanctuary has been asked, that what is the sanctuary which was decided to migrate Asiatic lions. So Gir National Park में ही, Gir Wildlife Sanctuary में ही Asiatic lions find किए जाते हैं. So this Madhya Pradesh government had been urging the Gujarat government to send some of Asiatic lions here कि अगर कोई natural disaster हो जाता है, for example if there is a natural calamity and all Asiatic lions die out, then what will India be left with? So it was decided, it was always urged that to this wildlife sanctuary. इसका जो एरिया था, जो बायोडाइवर्सिटी इधर थी, द काइंड ऑफ ओपन फील्ड्स इट हैड, इट वाज कंसिडर्ड आइडियल फॉर bringing in Asiatic lions to this area. So Gujarat government was not agreeing to this क्योंकि Gujarat government का एक तो tourism कम होता है, plus it assured the government that yes we can conserve Asiatic lions on our own. So now to bring cheetah, this is the ideal place because दोनों का Asiatic lions का और cheetah का habitat almost similar होता है. They need open areas, grasslands, almost the same prey, they hunt the same kind of animals. So Kuno Palpur Wildlife Sanctuary is very important. This is where we are trying to bring African cheetah. Recently Mysore Zoo में African cheetah लाए गए, open wild में अभी तक release नहीं किए. Supreme Court had put a ban in 2012 that African cheetah will not be imported to will not be brought into India because we do not know about the details of it. Instead, we should conserve the species that we already have in India. So now that ban has been lifted, and let's study about African cheetah briefly. Around 7,000 African cheetah are present in the wild. They are bigger as compared to Asiatic cheetah. Again, India does not have Asiatic cheetah at all. IUCN status for this cheetah is vulnerable, so even if they send few individuals to India, there won't be a lot of difference as compared to critically endangered or endangered cheetah species. So it is protected under CITES Appendix 1 of the list. Wildlife Protection Act में कोई conservation status नहीं है because India में है ही नहीं. So this list comprises of migratory species that have been assessed as being in danger of extinction throughout all or a significant portion of their range. So 2020 में Supreme Court ने ban lift कर दिया है. That was there on bringing cheetahs from Namibia. Namibia is a place in Africa. From there they have to be brought to India. So this is broadly about African cheetah. This has been very much in news for the past 3 to 4 years. So briefly इसके बारे में study करना ज़रूरी था. The next one is Pygmy hog. Pygmy hog is a very small kind of pig. As you can see, this picture is only for your illustration so that you know what is the size of this pig. It is this much small. So Pygmy hogs are the world's rarest and smallest wild pigs. Look here. This is a poster by government of Assam. So when you see in your paper the word Pygmy hog, Assam आपके mind में ज़रूर आना चाहिए. So this is found only in Assam. It is the smallest and the rarest wild suid in the world. It is used for pigs and species like pigs. So it is found only in Sonai Rupai Wildlife Sanctuary in Assam and Manas National Park and Orang National Park. These three are the places where it is found, and Assam government has been launching a lot of efforts, making a lot of efforts to conserve this wild species. So what is the habitat? As you can see here, it is in grasses दिख रही हैं आसपास, so it survives in grasslands. जब forest fires लगती हैं, grasslands में fires लग जाती हैं, this small species it dies out, it burns out. So due to the threat to grasslands that is there, this species is also under threat, and it is an indicator species of grasslands. Just like dolphins are indicator species of river water ecosystem, this is an indicator species. This tells about the health of grasslands and the quality of grasslands that are there, because that is where it survives. So habitat, it thrives in tall and wet grasslands. It is one of the very few mammals that builds its own home. एक nest बनाती है with a roof also, or nest complete with a roof. Only few mammals do that. Mammals do not make nests. Only few ones do that, and pygmy hog is one of them. Its presence reflects the health of its primary habitat, which are the tall and wet grasslands of the region. So it is an indicator species of the management status of grassland habitats. The conservation status for pygmy hogs is critically endangered. As you can see, it was found earlier spanning from Uttar Pradesh to Assam. Now it is found only in Assam and parts of Bhutan. So that's why now they are found mainly in Assam and parts of Bhutan. What are the threats? Loss and degradation of grasslands, because we don't consider grasslands are important. So threat is loss of habitat, illegal hunting, or dry season burning when forest fires or fires catch up in grasslands. So that is a very big threat. Livestock grazing, afforestation of grasslands. Grasslands being converted into other forms of ecosystems. Afforestation agar ho jata hai and grasslands die out, that is where it cannot survive. Flood control schemes and things like that. So this was about species for today. Download the PDF. Remember, this one is critically endangered. We've studied endangered animals only today. Tomorrow we'll be completing this series on species, and then we'll be taking all the important topics that are there, maps, policies, everything that is left out. So if there is anything important that you want us to cover for your prelims preparation, do leave that in the comment section below. Do leave a comment for us, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. This is the best time. Also download the PDF for this presentation after this video finishes from the link in the description below. It will take you to our Telegram channel, and from there you can directly download the PDF. All the best, keep working hard, and see you tomorrow with another discussion.